Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who Big Finish review. So for this video, and my finish is on, of course, Doctor Who, Alien Heart and Dalek Soul. Two stories in one for Big Finish, and mind blown. I absolutely loved this audio. I mean, check out my notes for this. I mean, come on, this is my whole list of Doctor Who notes for this adventure, everything I loved about it. And I got, for me to write a big massive list of notes like this, you know it is a good Big Finish story. I've never really come across one I don't really like. And of course, so what can I tell you about Alien Heart and Dalek Soul? Now, for this basically Big Finish audio CD, I've actually ranked this as a 10 out of 10. This is a completely fantastic story with the Daleks, with the Doctor, and of course with Nyssa of Traken. I just really enjoyed this audio. I mean, I'm quite looking forward to giving Doctor Who Ravages a brilliant review, because I absolutely love Ravages 1. I mean, come on, where is it? Here's a sneak preview. This is for Ravages, by the way. All this lot is for Doctor Who Ravages. There's a gap here from where I'm literally getting to the third story, but this is Doctor Who Ravages. That whole page is Doctor Who Ravages. I mean, that's what you're going to expect to see on my Big Finish review, where for my Big Finish review on this one, that's all my notes. I'm loving these Big Finish stories, absolutely loving them. So talking about Dalek Heart first. Now, the TARDIS is basically being pulled off course. The Doctor and Nyssa stumble across a trail. Now, this basically is just a fantastic Doctor Who tale. So what can I actually tell you about this story? Now, this story is that they're actually on the planet Travelux, which would seem to be the next in line to suffer the same fate. Now, this is the Daleks' basically plan, because they're literally throwing out these little spider creatures to try and inhabitate the planet and kill off the people on this planet. This is just an absolutely fantastic story. I mean, Nyssa even gets carried away by these alien creatures that the Daleks are using. I mean, look at the cover. That's the way they are described, and absolutely fantastic the way they are described. I mean, when you hear Nyssa get pulled away by them, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I absolutely loved listening to this audio of Alien Heart first. I love the fact, well, I wasn't really expecting the Daleks to come in until Dalek Soul, but my God, when you hear them at the end of the first part of the story, I'm like, I wasn't expecting the Daleks. I was expecting them in Dalek Soul. I wasn't expecting this story, and I absolutely love the Daleks. Now, Dalek Soul is like a kind of a two-part story where you got Alien Heart, which is 2 parts, and then of course you got Dalek Soul, which is 2 parts. So this is like a 4-part adventure tied into one. It's all very wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff, as the 10th Doctor would say. Yeah, it's very, very timey-wimey. I absolutely did enjoy sitting down and listening to this audio series. I have to admit, this is just a fantastic, blate-out adventure for the 5th Doctor. Now, when the Doctor and Nyssa basically do escape in the TARDIS, and when we kind of hear them get captured as well in the same story, I have to admit, I was not expecting Dalek duplicates. Sorry. That's the one thing about this story I really physically enjoyed. Dalek Soul, where I actually think it's like, it makes you think that the Doctor and Nyssa are the same Doctor and Nyssa that are for all their times and stuff, but no. At the end of the story, like at the end of Dalek Soul, that is just a fantastic piece of writing where Nyssa finds out she's a Dalek duplicate. She's made this disease, because the Daleks wanted her to make this disease to kill all humanity and stuff, but instead she locks it onto Dalek DNA. So the 5th Doctor ends up dying during this Dalek DNA, and the 5th Doctor goes, "What have you done? Why is it affecting me?" She goes, "I made it program it to affect anything with Dalek DNA." And then, of course, she goes, "But there again, though, you are a duplicate, same as I am." And they just flat out die. And then her dying breath, and she goes, "Your real self and the Doctor are still travelling through time and space, Nyssa." I love that fact that it's not really the Doctor and Nyssa. This is a duplicate version. So when you hear the 5th Doctor with a gun, it is the duplicate version. You don't really find out until like the end of the story. And I'm like, oh, the Doctor is working for the Daleks. And then I was like, he's a duplicate. A duplicate. I love the fact it was literally, it makes people think that is the Fifth Doctor working for the Daleks. He's had some sort of brainwash and stuff. I just absolutely flipping love that. The way it just makes you think, oh, it's the Doctor. The Doctor's been captured. He's working for the Daleks. He's betrayed Nyssa. He's making Nyssa work with the Daleks. But no, it's duplicates of them. How good is that to actually have a Dalek duplicate of the Doctor and Nyssa working for the Daleks to try and destroy this kind of deadly plague to infect humanity, but instead Nyssa makes it lock onto Dalek DNA. Absolutely spot on, fantastic. I was not expecting any of that story going on. I always thought, when I was listening to it, I was like, it's the Doctor. What's the Doctor doing? This sounds so out of character for the Doctor working for the Daleks and everything. And then it's like, he's a duplicate. He's a duplicate. The Doctor's a duplicate. Again, it's just a fantastic piece of writing. Now, these stories were written by Stephen Cole and Graham Adams. Now, this too, Doctor Who writers. Now, Stephen Cole has written a few Doctor Who books for the BBC over the years with the 9th and 10th Doctors. So to hear him actually write a Big Finish story is absolutely fantastic, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I absolutely do love it. The cast is entirely amazing. Every single one of them. The sound of the Dalek ships is amazing. I love the fact about Big Finish, they get the whole of the TV soundtrack for Doctor Who, and they just use like the original sound effects. Like in Dark Eyes, they got the sound effect of the 8th Doctor's TARDIS from the TV movie, and the sound effects of the Time Vortex in Dark Eyes. That I love about that as well. This is just absolutely fantastic. I'm loving to all the callbacks to Tegan in Alien Heart, because this story literally does take place at the end of the time flight. I absolutely love that. So yeah, this is my review on Doctor Who, Alien Heart and Dalek Soul. It is a fantastic 10 out of 10 story for Big Finish to feature the 5th Doctor. I love this. Now, I've got quite a few Peter Davison stories, because I've got the Toy, I've got the Smoke Behind the Mirror, and I've got the Empire of the Rachnos. And this, by far, is becoming my second favourite Big Finish audio for the 5th Doctor. My all-time favourite is Empire of the Rachnos. There will be a review coming out for that one at some point, because I haven't really listened to that one for quite a while. So there will be a review coming out for Empire of the Rachnos soon. But this story is a fantastic story. I love everything about it. I didn't really want to kind of ruin it for people, because if you have listened to this, I want to know what your opinions are on this, because I just flipping love it. It is just absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing. All the storytelling is just fantastic, really enjoyable. So thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and join me for more awesome Doctor Who content. And let me know in the comments what you think of Doctor Who, Alien Heart and Dalek Soul. Enjoy.